Hey, what's going on, guys? Lexicons back here. Welcome back to another video. Today, make another NFL video, and I'm going to be going over my NFL season standings predictions. Going to be going through every single division in the NFL. Going to be going over each team's record and where they rank in their division. I made a video on this last year, and I don't think I did very good. I don't know. I don't remember. I got to go back and watch it again, but yeah, I think I had some pretty bad picks last year. Definitely going to have some more bad picks this year. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into this video, and let's go over these divisions. Alrighty, guys, here we go. We're going to start in the AFC North. In first place, I got the Baltimore Ravens at 12-5. In second place, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers at 11-6. Third place, I got the Cleveland Browns at 10-7. And in fourth place, I got the Cincinnati Bengals at 10-9. I think the only one I'm really firm on is the Ravens at 12-5. Of course, I think they should have won the Super Bowl last year. They really choked hard against the Chiefs. Now, the Steelers at 11-6 might be a shocker to some people, but man, just Mike Tomlin always finds a way to get it done. Somehow, some way. It doesn't matter if the team sucks freaking ass. Mike Tomlin always finds a way to get that team to a winning record. And I think the Steelers did nothing but improve over the offseason. They won 10 games last year. You bring in Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. That's a significant upgrade over freaking Kenny Pickett. Cleveland Browns, I really like their defense a lot. Very good defensive team. If Deshaun Watson can come back and play decent, I don't see why that team won't be very good. Outside of Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, like, what do they have? Like, I don't know, their defense isn't all that good. Offensive line ain't all that good. What else do they have? This run game, probably. Joe Mixon? I don't know, man. I don't know, that's why I got the Bengals in last place. To me, yeah, I know Joe Burrow is a good quarterback, but to me, there ain't much there besides him and a couple of receiving options. So that's what I think of the AFC North. Moving on to the AFC South, here we go. In first place, I got the Houston Texans at 13-4. Second place, I got the Jacksonville Jaguars at 10-7. Third place, I got the Indianapolis Colts at 8-9. And in last place, I got the Tennessee Titans at 6-11. The Texans, to me, are a dark horse Super Bowl contender this year. You know, you pick up Stephon Diggs. You're going into CJ Stroud's second year where he had one of the greatest rookie quarterback seasons of all time. So he's only going to get better this year, adding another weapon and the whole team just improving altogether. I mean, I think the stars are aligning for the Texans right now, and just they're going to be damn good. The Jacksonville Jaguars dealt with some injuries last year. I don't know. They definitely underperformed in my book, but I think T-Law will bounce back a little bit this year. I think they can get to 10 wins. The Indianapolis Colts really just depends on how Richardson plays, man. He was coming off injury. You know, he was my pick for Offensive Rookie of the Year last year, and he was actually playing pretty good before he got injured, but I don't know. They're a question mark to me, so I just went ahead and stuck them at like 8 wins. They won 9 last year, but I don't know. It's hard to predict that one. Tennessee Titans, to me, they're not going to be competing in the AFC South. Moving on to the AFC East. This is another very tough division to predict, but let's go over it. In first place, I got the Miami Dolphins at 12-5. Second place, I got the New Jersey Jets at 11-6. Third place, I got the Buffalo Bills at 10-7, and in last place, the New England Patriots at 6-11. This is another division that's going to be in an absolute mess by the end of the year when it comes to my predictions. Yeah, there's no way this is going to be correct. The Dolphins, to me, are the best team in that division. Offensively, they're going to be damn good as usual. Defensively, they're going to get some guys back off injury. Bradley Chubb, and then who's the other guy? Jordan Phillips. I don't know. If I'm wrong on that, I'll correct myself. Now, the Jets over the Bills was a very tough decision for me. The Jets, man, their defense is freaking elite, dude. That defense is going to be eaten this season. And the biggest thing that plagued the Jets last year was, of course, the Aaron Rodgers injury and the whole Zach Wilson at quarterback. Oh, God, I mean, he was horrible. Not that I think Rodgers is going to be that good this season anyway. I mean, come on. The guy's 40 years old, and he's coming off an Achilles injury. I mean, thinking he's going to be a superstar caliber quarterback, no, it's just not going to happen. But, however, Aaron Rodgers is going to be significantly better than Zach Wilson or Mike White or whoever the fuck they were playing at quarterback last year. So yeah, I think as a whole unit, the offense should be a lot better with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback than Zach freaking Wilson. The Buffalo Bills, man, I'm iffy on them. I feel like their Super Bowl window slammed shut after they lost to the Chiefs yet again last year. You know, they lose Diggs, they lose some guys on their defense. They're going to get Matt Milano back. I think their defense will still be pretty good, but offensively, Josh Allen's a superstar quarterback. He's not going to have to deal with whiny Stephon Diggs anymore. I think the Bills could definitely win this division still and be way better than 10-7, but that's just how I feel on it right now. 10-7, it's too big of a question mark to me. And then the New England Patriots down there at 6-11. I just don't really think they've done much to improve. We'll see how Drake May does. Bill Belichick's now gone. That's so weird to say. He's been there for so long, but no more Bill Belichick either. Yeah, they're not going to compete with those other three teams in the division. And moving on to the AFC West. Of course, number 1 seed is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. Second place, I got the Las Vegas Raiders. Third place, I got the Chargers at 7-10. And, of course, in fourth place, the Denver Broncos. They completely tore down their roster this offseason, going complete full rebuild mode. Yeah, the Chiefs are far and away the best team in the AFC West. It's not even really a debate at this point. And all the other teams that just don't even compete with the Kansas City Chiefs. Got them at 12-5. They're in first place. The Las Vegas Raiders, I do really like the addition of Christian Wilkins. I think that's going to help their defense out a lot, pairing up with Max Crosby. I think that pass rush is going to be pretty freaking good. I think their defense is definitely a sleeper for sure. And I think they could win 9 games this year. 9-8 is what I got them at. And I really like their head coach too, Antonio Pierce. The Chargers, man, they got a absolutely elite quarterback, but they don't really got much else, man. You got Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa on the defense. Outside of that, I mean, they lost Keenan Allen. They lost Mike Williams this offseason. I don't know, man. I don't know who's going to replace him, man. It's not a whole lot there with the Chargers right now. I mean, at least you got the quarterback, though. At least you got the quarterback. And then the Denver Broncos, of course, tearing down their whole roster, going full rebuild mode, trying to rebuild after the horrible Russell Wilson trade. That was really a franchise-killing trade right there. Horrible trade. All right, here we go. Moving on to the NFC. We're going to start in my division, the NFC North. In the first place, I got the Detroit Lions at 13-4. In second place, I got the Chicago Bears at 10-7. Third place, Green Bay Packers at 9-8. And in last place, I got the Minnesota Vikings at 7-10. Yeah, the Detroit Lions last year, I predicted them to win the division. I think they're going to do it again this year. That offense is absolutely elite. I mean, just everywhere. They got the best offensive line in the league. They have the best running back room in the league. They got some of the best wide receivers in the league. They got some of the best tight ends in the league. They got one of the best quarterbacks in the league. That offense is just absolutely elite. I think they might be historically good this season on offense. But yeah, either way, I think the Lions defense will definitely improve slightly more, and that team's just going to be damn good. The Chicago Bears, man, they have made some moves this offseason. This is my team, by the way, so maybe a little bit of bias in this prediction. A lot of prediction videos I've seen, most people have us at like 8 wins, maybe 9, 7, 8, 9 wins in that range. I don't think 10 wins is even out of the question at all for the Chicago Bears, man. I think realistically the Bears should have won 10 games last year. They blew 2 games that they absolutely should have won away in the fourth quarter, and then Darnell Mooney dropped a Hail Mary that was right in his freaking chest. That's 3 wins off the board right there. That would have been a 10-7 season. But yeah, lots of moves made this offseason by the Bears. Of course, adding Keenan Allen and Rome Odunze in the draft. The Bears finally having the opportunity to go out there and take a generational quarterback prospect in Caleb Williams. We'll see how he does this season. I'm hoping that he's going to be really good. Hopefully the Bears finally have a freaking quarterback, a franchise quarterback for the long run. God, I'm praying to God that Caleb works out. If Caleb doesn't work out, then who the hell is ever going to freaking work out for this team? We're cursed if he doesn't work out. They also signed DeAndre Swift, new running back. So this running back room is actually pretty good with Khalil Herbert and Roschon Johnson. And defensively, this team went from being horrible last year to arguably a top 5 defense in the league toward the end of the season. So Yeah, 10 wins for the Bears is not unrealistic to me. Green Bay Packers at 9-8. No, this is what's actually going to happen this year in this division. The Packers are going to win 13 games. The Lions will fall off completely and win 7, and then I don't know. That's probably what's really going to happen. But 9-8 for the Packers. I don't know. They have a lot of different weapons on their offense that Jordan Love was dishing out to last year. Jordan Love got absolutely paid too. Holy crap. That to me was kind of a question mark. Why are you paying a guy who had a good half of a season that much money? I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, that is what it is. And then in last place, the Minnesota Vikings at 7-10. The biggest reason is just Kirk Cousins leaving. I just feel like Kirk Cousins leaving is going to have a big impact. Of course, the Minnesota Vikings have a great offensive weapons room. You have Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson. Those are great weapons for J.J. McCarthy to throw to, but, you know, rookie quarterback. And I don't know. To me, they're the worst team in the division, so that's why I got them in 4th place. Moving on to the NFC South. In 1st place, I got the Atlanta Falcons at 11-6. 2nd place, I got the Bucks at 9-8. In 3rd place, I got the Saints at 6-11, and in last place, the Carolina Panthers at 5-12. The Atlanta Falcons, to me, are going to be pretty good this year. You know, big upgrade at quarterback with Kirk Cousins coming over, also coming off an Achilles injury, but I think he'll still be pretty good slinging that football. He's got a lot of weapons to work with there as well. Their defense is pretty good too. New head coach. No more freaking Arthur Smith. Thank God, right? Yeah, I think the Falcons are going to be pretty solid this year. Maybe 11-6 is a little bit too enthusiastic, but whatever. That's what I got them at. The Buccaneers, I don't really feel like they've gotten better at all, but I don't think they've gotten worse. So 9-8. Baker Mayfield played pretty good last year, so that's that. New Orleans Saints, yeah, they disappointed me a lot last year. Derek Carr, I don't think is a very good quarterback. I don't think their head coach is very good. 6-11 for them. And then Carolina, I think that they could be better than 5-12, but since they had such a bad year last season, winning 2 games, I don't know, they definitely made some improvements this offseason. Definitely picked up some guys in free agency and whatnot. They'll definitely be better. I think Bryce Young will improve this year too, but I don't know, 5-12 for now. Moving on to the NFC East. In 1st place, got the Philadelphia Eagles at 11-6. 2nd place, got the Dallas Cowboys at 10-7. 3rd place, the New York Giants at 8-9. And in last place, the Washington Commanders at 7-10. Philadelphia Eagles, to me, are absolutely on paper the best team in that division. They completely collapsed last year. They were 10-2, and they finished the season 11-6. And they absolutely shit the bed against the Buccaneers in the playoffs. But, you know, they have a full offseason to recover. I think they'll be fine. I think they'll bounce back. They lose Jason Kelce on the offensive line, but they still got good guys there as well. The Dallas Cowboys, I don't know. I feel like they just did nothing but lose players, I feel. They didn't really add anybody in free agency. They didn't really do hardly anything to improve their team. So, yeah, 10-7. I mean, Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, that's one hell of a connection there. Their defense should be solid, of course, with Micah Parsons and whatnot, but you'll get Trayvon Diggs back too. But I don't know, man. I don't feel like they did a whole lot to improve that, and they always choke in the freaking playoffs. What the hell, Dallas? I'm still not over that wild card game last year and them getting blown out by freaking Green Bay, man. Still not over it. Giants at 8-9. That's probably a little bit too generous in my eyes. Daniel Jones is a horrible quarterback. I do not know why they paid him. But I think defensively they should be pretty good. And I don't know. They might surprise us this year. 8-9 for the Giants. And then the Commanders at 7-10. We'll see how Jaden Daniels does. But other than that, they kind of tore down their defense. They traded away Young and Montez Sweat, you know. I don't know. 7-10 for the Commanders. Moving on to the NFC West, the final division in this video. Here we go. 1st place, 49ers at 12-5. 2nd place, Los Angeles Rams at 10-7. 3rd place, the Seahawks at 8-9. And in 4th place, the Arizona Cardinals at 7-10. Now the 49ers, pretty much the same roster still. They're going to get some players back on injury too. Hufanga, big time player coming back off injury. That'll help their defense out a lot. That's already an elite unit. Yeah, Niners will be just fine. They still got Kittle. They still got Ayuk. I thought Ayuk was going to get traded, but he's still there. So you got Samuel. You got Christian McCaffrey. Very good offense, very good defense. No reason they shouldn't win this division this year. The Rams got them at 10-7. Very good offensive team. They actually surprised me a lot last year. Like, I didn't think they'd be very good. You know, Puka Nacua was an absolute shocker to everybody. But, yeah, their offense should be pretty good. So, got them at 10-7. The Seahawks is, I don't know, it's a tough one for me. I think they could definitely be better. 8-9 for now. And then the Arizona Cardinals at 7-10. Love Marvin Harrison Jr. That and Kyler Murray probably be coming back, playing a full season. I think Kyler Murray will be good. I think the Cardinals are definitely going to improve from last year. So, yeah, I got them at 7-10. Maybe they'll be even better than that if Kyler Murray plays good. Now, just going to quickly go over the playoff layout, how I would have the teams seeded according to my predictions, and then I'll go over my Super Bowl predictions. So, my AFC playoff standings would look like this. The Houston Texans would be the number 1 seed. The Baltimore Ravens would be the number 2 seed. Kansas City Chiefs would be the number 3 seed. Miami Dolphins, number 4 seed. The Pittsburgh Steelers, number 5 seed. The Jets, the number 6 seed. And the Cleveland Browns, the number 7 seed. In the NFC, my playoff standings would be the Detroit Lions, number 1 seed. The 49ers, the number 2 seed. Philadelphia Eagles, the number 3 seed. The Atlanta Falcons, the number 4 seed. Rams, the number 5 seed. The Bears, the number 6 seed. And the Cowboys, the number 7 seed. I just kind of threw those together because they're all 10-7 in my predictions. So, yeah, that order means nothing, but those are the teams that'll make the playoffs. And in the Super Bowl, I got the Baltimore Ravens versus the Detroit Lions, and I got the Detroit Lions winning the Super Bowl this year. I feel like if they make it there, they're going to win it. So, Detroit Lions are your 2024-2025 Super Bowl champions. So there you have it. That's the video. Those are my NFL standings predictions. Hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.